Right, we're gonna do a tier list. A strength tier list in Tekken 8. A little thing before we get started. I'm gonna put this category as haven't played enough. Because even though the game's been out for like 3 months, there are still some characters I'm really unsure about. Like Shaheen, for example. I barely play. Like, who the f plays Shaheen, man? No offense to Shaheen mains. ASUKA, I don't really play a lot, but I know that she's pretty weak. You can size up a lot of her stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna put some characters in this category. I might like theorize where they are, but this is basically where I'm just not sure. I just haven't played against them enough. But anyway, I think we'll start off with the S tiers. Oh, actually, before I get started on the tier list, I should say something about the anti-guide. So, the May patch is coming the 8th of May, right? So we're going to get a huge overhaul to the balance of the game. The reason I haven't done any like in-depth anti-guides, like anti-character guides, is because the patch was coming up. And we knew this for like a month. So, there was no point me doing like a anti-character guide, like specific anti-character guides, like a full one for each character, because for all I knew, it would all change with this patch. But do expect some more anti-character guides after the May patch. I will get on the grind of doing some more anti-character guides. Another patch coming, yeah, the May balance patch. No, I just mean the 8th of May balance patch. Perfect God first. Yo, what's up, Duxie? But yeah, so I do expect more anti-character guides. That is the reason they haven't been out at the moment, but do expect them. Right, on with the video. First off, let's put S tiers, right? I'm going to do this fairly quickly and then kind of explain what I think and move some stuff around. FENG is going in S. DRAGUNOV in S. Did I put Steve in S? No, I'm trolling. Oh, AZUCENA, right. Ray can go in S for now. King in S. Nina in S. XIAOYU in S. I might move XIAOYU and King down, I'm not sure. Now, I think what I'm going to do is go through the worst characters. So Kuma and Panda. Steve is trash. ASUKA's pretty bad. LEROY's really bad. Okay. Oh wait, that's not even the worst one. I just haven't played enough. My bad. Are you doing the tier list based on right now or based on where you think characters will end up after the patch? This is for right now. This is a pre-patch tier list. I might as well do this now. Because I wanted to do a tier list for ages, but I hadn't played enough characters against enough characters to have like a really good idea. But the patch is coming out very soon, so I need to do it now. It's like pre-patch, pre-nerf, pre-patch tier list, like on strength, like how strong they are. Oh, ZAFINA. Yeah, you're right. Right, now for A tier. I think ALISA is really strong. Jin is really strong. Jun. LARS, Law. I'm unsure about Claudio. This is one that I just haven't played against enough Claudios. Like, who plays Claudio in this game? I see more Shaheens than Claudios. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but I see more Shaheens than Claudios. I think I've probably played like 3 Claudios this whole time. But he seems actually really good. Like, he's really basic, like his toolset. But what's it, in Starburst he has his like back 1-2 or down 1-2 just like +9 or something. I'm guessing it's like +9. It has a huge stagger frames, But he can use that over and over again in heat. And it doesn't use much heat either. He seems really good in this game. And you obviously can't sidestep afterwards. So, I'm not sure about him. But we'll see later on in the video where I actually put him. Anyone else going in A? I kind of want to put Devil Jin in A, but the more I see and play him, the less strong he seems. In heat, like if you take away Psycho Crusher from this guy, he just takes risks like all day. He takes risks so much of the time. Hell Sweep damage, Hell Sweep combo isn't actually that strong. Although he gets really good Oki if he does the right combo. If he does Morning Crow into 1, he has really, really good Oki. Lee is... I actually think that Lee might be stronger than Devil Jin in this game. Lee's actually really good. Like, the problem with Lee in Tekken 7 was that he didn't have, like, really good lows. And he couldn't break turtles very well. In this game, he's got really good lows. Back 3-3 is a natural. Down back 4 is still good. It's +4. Down back 3 is -1, but it's -12 on block. His Just Frame punishes are really, really good. I feel Lily and Leo are pretty good this time around. Yeah, but this is a character that I don't play enough either. Leo. Every time I go against Leo, I get blown up. I don't know whether that's just because I'm getting knowledge checked or Leo's actually really, really good. You know what I mean? His war combo is ridiculous, though. I will say Leo's war combo is ridiculous. But I mean, so's this guy's. Who else I want to put in A? I think Victor's... Actually, Victor's one of those characters that just blows you up with knowledge checks. KAZUYA might go up to A. I'm not sure. Jack's there. Paul's there. Lily's there. YOHRANG. Yeah. Yoshi might be an A, actually. Bryan. And Eddie. Eddie's one I just don't know. Everybody says he's not very good. Or, like, everybody either says that Eddie is super busted or he's not that strong. So I have no idea because I haven't really labbed him that much. So he's another character I just don't know, really. But anyway, right, let's move these around a little bit. Let's talk about the characters. FENG, DRAGUNOV, and AZUCENA. To me, they are undisputed top 3. FENG just has everything. The only thing that's a weakness with FENG is hop kick range. That's basically it. He basically just has everything else. You could argue that his pokes, like, he needs to be like right up close in your face to do his pokes, but he doesn't really need to do that anymore because he has back 3, which has decent range. Down back 3 has decent range. Yeah, it's -50 on a block. He has while standing 1 he can do from miles away. And he's got forward 2, which isn't really a poke, but it's a good get-in tool. Well, I mean, it's not a get-in tool because it's minus, but it's a good whiff punish from range, right? So you can actually play FENG at like a decent range. He's got Kempo. He's got full crouch, down forward 4-1. He's got the ground pound from heat. Insane damage in his combos, like the up forward 3 tailspin. FENG's insane. DRAGUNOV. Oh, and also FENG's shoulder and down back 3. You can only step them if you're neutral. If you're -1, you can't even step shoulder or down back 3. You can't step them. I've labbed this. You literally can't step them. Unless, like, you're frame perfect. I don't know. But when I was labbing him, I couldn't do it. DRAGUNOV basically patched holes in his weaknesses. Patched holes in his game plan, like in Tekken 8. So in Tekken 7, the way you played DRAGUNOV, or the way you defended against DRAGUNOV rather, is DRAGUNOV has like really good power mids, really oppressive mids, and he has throws, right? He has 11 frame throws. The way you dealt with this is that you just didn't really duck against him, voice crack, in Tekken 8. In Tekken 7, sorry. He had down 2, but it's not the end of the world if you eat a few down 2s. It's neutral on hit. it stops you sidestepping. That's how he locked you down, so you can't sidestep him up close. So the way you played against him was you stayed at range because all of his oppressive attacks don't work at, like, you know, if you backdash like twice even, or maybe even just once in some circumstances. Back 1+2 or whiff. What's the... Yeah, it's back 1+2. Down 2 or whiff. Like, his really, really oppressive mids would just whiff. And also, while running 2, you step that to the left, get behind him, and then just do a huge back turn combo on him. That's how you... And also his grabs will whiff if you backdash once. In this game, however, you can't duck him because of... sorry. In this game, however, you have to duck him because of down back 3+4. Most of the moves that you can step track to the left, so you have to step to the right, except the down back 3+4, you do step it to the right, but it has insane tracking. Like, you can step like 90 degrees and it will still track you. And also, it's +7 on hit. It is launch punishable on block, but no stagger. So that's kind of crazy. And he also has like moves like QCF1 and QCF2, which track quite a lot. Not to mention his sneak stuff with the axe kick, which is really easily steppable, but it's +7 on block. Does chip damage. It's a heat engager. His strings are crazy. The only way you can really... Oh, and homing throws in this game, really good for him because he has 11 frame counter hit, 11 frame grabs. He has crouch throws. The only way you really play against this guy, in my opinion, is wait for while running 2. Like, just stay away from him, wait for while running 2, try and step left, and kill him for it. That's basically it. And maybe duck back 4-2-1. You know? But you have to be really patient with that, because if the one counter hits you, then back 4-3 is guaranteed, and in heat, that's a heat combo. That's a heat combo. Right. Shaheen needs to go higher. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put him there for now. We'll talk about him later, Crimzo. Because I just don't know with Shaheen, to be honest. AZUCENA, while running 3-2. Insane. Down forward 1-4-1. Insane. Those two strings on their own just make the character kind of broken to play against. Because while running 2 is... while running 2-3 is +5 on block. You step that to the left if they're going to try and loop it. But down forward 1-4, you can't really step that to the left because the second hit will track you. So, yeah, it makes it really difficult to play against. And also, down forward 1-4 does a ton of damage. I don't think it should do as much damage as it does. Luckily, many of the things I'm talking about with these 3 characters are getting nerfed. But yeah, AZUCENA is insane. They're all insane, but what order do they go in? I think FENG is probably the best. Yeah, I think that's actually the better order. DRAGUNOV's damage is insane, but FENG has like a more all-round kit. You just can't really step against FENG. DRAGUNOV while running 2 you can step, and AZUCENA while running 3-2 you can step. And she doesn't like, apart from while running 3-2 and down forward 1-4, I don't think she has like crazy broken moves. REINA, I don't think REINA goes there. I think that Nina's better as well. You know, we're gonna do a top 10 in S, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more characters. I put Law up there, June, and possibly ALISA. Possibly ALISA. Yeah, ALISA, I think. King throws. Do I need to say more? He's got the best... Oh, yeah, what's up, Rory? He's got the best counter hits in the game. Because counter hit 10 frame throws, which do a lot of damage, especially if he has his back to the wall and he just a counter hit giant swing. You're eating a ton of damage, man. Ton of damage. Yeah, counter hit throws. He has power crushes all day. Jaguar sprint you can cancel. Really good combo damage. If there's stage gimmicks, if there's like a... I'm going to try and do it ordered, yeah, Crimzo. if there's stage gimmicks with King, if he lands his Heat Smash, which does way too much damage, if he lands his Heat Smash, their combo damage is insane. If you know the stage Into the Stratosphere, the asteroid stage, that does just, if he lands his Heat Smash, it's over, man. Like, holy shit, it's over. Insane pressure with his heat as well. Yeah, I think King's, it's either King or Nina, because Nina, although I don't know much about the character, what I do know is that her combo damage is ridiculous. Safe mid power crush heat engager. I should have said that about AZUCENA as well, and FENG. Although they're safe high power crush heat engagers, right? But Nina has, I'm pretty sure it's a safe mid power crush heat engager, right? It's safe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not actually 100% sure on that. But nevertheless, the power crush heat engager that's mid, that maybe only like -10, that's still really good. Combo damage is insane with the tail spins. Really good mix-ups with her strings. A lot of the stuff that she's minus on is only like -10. Or like -11. It's hard to step her because of her sidestep jabs. She's very, very pressure heavy. Her pistols do a ton of damage. Punishes are really good. Heat's crazy. But yeah, but just the combo damage itself, which is insane with this character. She has really good combo damage. I could say Shaheen is in A tier personally too. We'll get around to Shaheen. We'll get around to him. Is Nina, but I think King's better than Nina actually. I think. Although King, these characters are both execution heavy though. Like, you might say that King isn't, he just grabs you, but he has to place the okay, he's not execution heavy, maybe Giant Swing and Tier 1 and Twister. But he has to, like, pick his moments. You know what I mean? A lot of characters in this game high crush, like, all the time. He has crouching throws, but he has to, like, if he wants to do, like, proper throws, you know, like, Giant Swing, Muscle Buster. I think Nina is better, actually. I actually think the Ling is better than King. Yeah, you're right, Crimzo. So let's talk about her. This video is going to go on forever. How long have I been recording for now? It's 18 minutes. Okay, I better... I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'll put timestamps as well. So you can move around the video and find out which characters I'm talking about. So, XIAOYU. It's really combo damage, hypnotist, AOP evades lows sometimes. Combo damage is really crazy. She has really good wall carry as well with her combos. She has good Oki with her combos. Hypnotist is the dumbest thing though. It might be one of the dumbest things in the game, in my opinion. Hypnotist 2 takes away like not very much heat and is safe. And has a heat dash launcher. Hypnotist 3 is a -12 homing low launcher. Unseeable, by the way. Unseeable. Which does a lot of damage. Her grabs are crazy as well. She has a 1+2 grab, which she can mix up with generic grabs, which basically look the same. Just like a 50-50 when she does those. Which does a ton of damage as well. Yeah. Crazy evasion, crazy damage. Basically patch all the holes in the gameplay again. Yeah, I think Ling deserves to go there because King... All these characters have to work hard. Like, I'm not going to be naive and say that Ling doesn't have to work hard. I think she does because there's a lot of setup involved. But I think she is stronger than King. King's more situational. So is Ling though. So XIAOYU. So XIAOYU. I'm really torn between these three. I think because of Xiaoyu's evasion, she has to go above King. King doesn't really have good evasion. You think REINA A tier? Okay, so let's talk about REINA. REINA has a really good forward 2. Forward 2 and down 3+4 are good moves that track, right? Forward 2 is basically homing if you delay the second forward. It's 12 frames, it's very good. Confirm into Sentai 3. So other than that though, she has very bad tracking. You can step basically everything to the left. Apart from obviously her homing moves. She has back 2, which is a good like mid homing. On hit it pushes them far away, right? So you don't get like follow-up attacks if it hits. It's more of like a keep out homing tool, which is good, is obviously. Sentai 3 is homing, but it's high. And then Sentai 3+4 is homing, but it's low and launch punishable. Sentai stance is very good with REINA. There is counterplay to forward 2 on block though, which a lot of people don't even know. Basically, if REINA does forward 2 on block in your face every time, just know that if you jab, right, it will trade with Sentai 3 at the homing high, and it won't count as a heat engager, which is important. So that trades with her quickest option, which is homing high. The only thing that beats a jab is her homing low, which is launch punishable, and it's actually quite slow as well. So if you're struggling against forward 2, you can just jab check. Basically all of her options apart from the homing high, which will trade, and the homing low, which she is +4 on, but it doesn't like do a ton of damage really. It's like 15 damage or something, maybe a bit more actually. Oh, and also even with the power crush, you can jab and then block the power crush. It does make a power crush safe though, which is also a mechanic that I don't like in Tekken 8. I think they should make power crushes like minus consistently, depending, like, regardless of whether you jab, interrupt, and then block. She has the strongest wall carry in the game. Her combo damage is high. Consistent combos, which is really important in Tekken, obviously. She has a good counter hit game with back 4, which also high crushes. It's very good. You get a lot of setups into back 4. She has some like BS strings, but they're all pretty unsafe. Although she can choose, you know, to not finish them. But she does have, you know, down forward 4-2, 3+4, which you can hit confirm into 3+4-4, and same with down 3+4. Heat is where she really shines though. Heat, Heaven's Wrath is an automatic parry for highs and mids. So you can do while standing 4-4, which is launch punishable on block, but in heat it becomes a parry bait. Like if they press into that with a high or mid, they get parried, and she does the Heihachi reversal. 3+4-4-4 is a crazy string in heat. If you do that as a stage gimmick, the round's over for the opponent. She has electric, she has down forward 2, she has hop kick. She has bad lows. She has unbreakable highs. Unbreakable throws, sorry. Out of Sentai and Heaven's Wrath. God, this tier list is going on forever then. I'm going to try and wrap this up quickly with REINA. She's very strong. She does have pronounced weaknesses though. The lows are all launch punishable apart from side step 4 and down back 4. And side step 4 is neutral on hit. Down back 4 is minus on hit. All of the lows other than that are minus on hit. Down back 2-2 is minus 16, but it's minus 3 on hit. She does take risks a lot of the time. She's a risk heavy character. She's like Heihachi basically. Crossed with Lydia. Yeah, she's a Mishima. She takes risks, of course. L Suite's very good. You get Heaven's Wrath out of that. Right, I've talked enough about REINA. She's very, very strong. I don't know if the law's better than REINA, though. And also Jun. No, we can put REINA there. I think REINA deserves a spot there. She might be better than King, actually. She might be better than King. No, because you can't step King. You can step REINA. For the most part, you can step REINA to the left. You can step forward too, just really difficult. With King, you just can't step him ever because of his grabs. Okay, anyway, this is gonna go on forever. I could switch these characters around, but REINA is around there. These characters are around here. Right, lore. War combo damage is insane. DSS transition is made super easy in this game. He's super strong. Combo damage is good. Consistent combos. His wall combo damage is just crazy. If he does the bound at the wall. If he does Junkyard into DSS 3, into 1, 2, 2, 1 plus 2, or he can do up 3 plus 4, 1 plus 2. He has parry. He has the same thing as REINA in Heat. If he's in DSS, it's an automatic parry for highs and mids, so he can bait a lot of people. 4-3 is still good, but people often duck the second kick. But he got given Sidestep 3, which transitions into DSS with +7 on hit. I think it's +7, right? And forward 3-1 is +4 on block, which guarantees to trade like a jab with DSS 1, which is really good. 1-1-1 is also super dumb. 10 frame counter hit confirmable launcher. Good strings. Void 1 plus 2. Very good low pokes. Damak 3 still really good. Slide, didn't even talk about slide. Slide is crazy with lore. So you can do slide, it's a guaranteed nunchucks. But the slide stance, he can just cancel into any while standing move. And if he does while standing 4, he can just do while standing 4 loops. And then he suddenly does a slide. And then he's on the other side and he does a nunchuck. And then he does a slide and then he does while standing 4, loop while standing 4. Good homing moves as well, lore. Back 4 is really good. Forward 2, 1 plus 2 is really good. Yeah, lore's really solid. He does struggle with some tracking though. That's the only thing I'd say about lore, is he's quite linear. You should be stepping lore, really. And duck all the highs. He does have a lot of highs. Yeah, I think lore's there. Jun, Heat Smash. To be honest though, I don't really know that much about the character. I just feel like whenever I go up against her, her punishment's insane. She's safe on basically everything. Well, she can be, as long as she uses some of her the Kazama power, or whatever it's called. Lori's hard to sidestep. Yeah, but you kind of have to sidestep him a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, his back 4 is really good, right? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Oh, down 4. Yeah, I didn't even think about down 4. Damak 3, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll concede that point. It is quite hard to step. Damak 3 is really hard to step. Well, you can't really step it, to be honest. Wait, isn't it homing now? Is it homing now? I don't even know. It's not homing, is it? Just tracks a ton. Yeah, I was gonna say, that'd be crazy. It just tracks a ton, right? Tracks like it's homing, right? Okay. So Jun, safe on basically everything, as long as she uses Kazama power. Her combo damage is insane because she can sacrifice health, but then get it back during the combo. Heat Smash is crazy. It's the same frames as the down forward 1. It's 13 frames startup. It's a projectile, it hits across the room. You can't step it. Even on block, you take a ton of chip damage and she gains like 30 health. Strings are crazy mix-ups. She has really good punishment tools. While standing is 14 frames, right? While standing launches 14 frames. The wild crouch down forward 1 is like -2 or something, and it's like a counter hit. You counter hit and they confirm like a hop kick, right? you confirm while standing 3 or whatever. Yeah, she's super safe, super good. Really good homing tools, like with her strings, which you have to duck, I'm pretty sure. You can't step her. Really good mix-up tools, good heat engages, a lot of safe stuff. Yeah, she's really good. Okay, moving on. I'm going to try and go through these a bit quicker. ALISA. ALISA. She's strong. She's got good homing, like, keep out tool with a standing 4, right? She has some strings, BS strings, that are quite easy to deal with. But the BS really comes into effect when she starts using chainsaws. Chainsaws on their own are really hard to deal with because she has homing built into the chainsaws. So there's not really any option select for the chainsaws. You just have to guess. Does way too much chip damage in my opinion as well. The chainsaws. There's so much chip damage. And also that heat engager with the chainsaws does crazy chip damage. There's so much chip damage. Crazy movement chainsaws is just a coin flip. Yeah, basically. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about her movement. Oh, and also I didn't talk about REINA's movement. REINA's movement is some of the best in the game as well. But ALISA's might be better. ALISA's movement's crazy. Chainsaws are crazy. It's a coin flip with the chainsaws. I don't really see counterplay. But combo damage is really good. Chainsaws and heat are really good. Boot and dual boot, you can step everything to the left. So that kind of makes the matchup a little easier. But if she does it from range, it's really difficult to do that. A lot of stuff just tracks. And it's really just chainsaws in general, just really hard to deal with. And it's just a coin flip. And she's so plus on a lot of the chainsaw moves. And it does a ton of chip damage. Your health is... It's like she's doing normal damage when she does chainsaw moves. Even if you're blocking, you take so much damage from the chip. It forces you to make a move. And then you end up getting hit by... what is it? Is it 1+2? And then she can do... while running 1+2 with chainsaws, guaranteed. Yeah, she's just really strong. Really solid character. Good fundamental tools. Like, she's got a down forward 2, hop kick, while standing launches. Well, I mean to do hop kick from while standing. Good counter hit tools. Yeah, she's solid. And also, down 4, 1+2. It really annoyed me that they made that jail. So if you get hit by the down 4, you can't duck the 1+2. I get why they did it, otherwise it'd be useless string, right? But I keep thinking it's Tekken 7, man. I keep trying to duck it. I keep getting hit by the follow-up. But that's just my own... That's just a skill issue on my end, really. But yeah, she's super strong. Jin might go above ALISA, though. Like you said. Thinking about it now. I don't know, man. Jin's super good. Electric, super good. Mid-electric, super good. Down 2. It is reactable. But it's a counter hit launcher that's -14. It's really good. Jab strings are good. 2-1, 4 is really good. Especially on counter hit. The Zen stuff that he's got now is really good. That power crush is good. Yeah, Zen up forward 1 is good. It's like Zen 1+2 in Tekken 7, except it's like launch punishable, right? Recovers in crouch, which is good for him because a lot of people try and like do a jab string. Say if like you're playing Jin against Jin, you're at the wall and he does that. You want to do like a wall splat and then do your bound. Well, 2-4 whiff. It will just whiff. Jin's solid, man. Forward 2 as well. It's really solid. Heat engager. I don't think he's that high though. Oh, his combo damage is really good though. His wall carry is insane as well. Back to 1 still, godlike. Yeah, I'm gonna put Jin down a bit. I actually don't think he's as strong as some of the other. Oh, actually no, he is. He just is actually. Thinking about all those tools together. 12 frame heat engager, heat dash combo. Well, it's not a launcher, but Omnisusa is still really good. Yeah. He has no obvious weaknesses. You can sidestep right a lot of the stuff. But yeah, his electric's very, very good. His mid electric and electric is super good. He's like Tekken 7 Jin. But his jab and down forward one actually has increased range in this game, I should say. So he doesn't suffer with range problems. And his back 1-2 is really good as well. Standing 4 counter hit launcher, yeah, homing. Well, it's not launcher, you get guaranteed 1+2. Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah. LARS, the only reason he's here is because of the Den 3 change. Now it's +5 on block, meaning you can't step left the 1 or 2 option. You can step the 2 option, but you can't step the 1 option. Meaning that he doesn't have to commit to 3+4 if you're going to step left. You can just do 1, which is a safe heat engager. Safe mid heat engager. So it's just a coin flip. LARS really does play Casino Tekken. And down, and the... Is it Silent Entry 2? Silent Entry 2 is like -12 on block, but it's a counter hit launcher. So he doesn't take huge risks using down 2. And I also don't... Can you parry down 2? Can you parry 2 out of Silent Entry? I don't know if you can because of the type of move it is. Can you parry it? I've never tried. But let me know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, because I'm not sure. Lee. I think Lee's better than LARS though, and I also think Devil Jin's better than LARS, and Yoshi might be better than LARS. I think. I also might put KAZUYA up here, by the way. Nah. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Lee, I already talked about him at the beginning of the video, really, but he has really good counter hit tools, really good homing tools. Back 4 is still really good. He has really good pressure tools now with forward 4-1, which you can mix up with forward 4-3. He has a good lows now. He still has his down 3, which is a counter hit launcher. Also, he's like forward 4, and he's up forward 4-3. Easier to run up, to dash and do back 3-3. I've noticed that. They're easier than in Tekken 7. Much easier. There's a more lenient window for that. Forward 4-2 is really good. Back 3-3 now jails. Now it's a natural. Down back 3+4 is still +4, given a guaranteed blazing kick. Combo damage is really, really good with a back 4, which is good in the neutral as well. Lots of Hitman setups for Hitman 2. He's still got all of his really good tools from Tekken 7, and he just got... Oh, he's also got... He also fits into the category of the high power crush heat engager. High safe power crush heat engager, I should say. I didn't even talk about Lee's slide. Lee's slide can become safe at a distance. And so can his. It's crazy. I don't agree with that, but it is the way it is in Tekken 8. I think it's kind of dumb, but yeah, their slides can become safe at a certain distance. Magic 4 stuff, which I might edit back in and just say, look, I forgot about Lee's Magic 4, that he has an 11 frame counter hit launcher, the only 11 frame counter hit launcher in the game, which is super important to mention. It's super, super good. Yeah, he's super, super solid in this game. Devil Jin, actually think, no, actually, I gotta put KAZUYA by Devil Jin. They're about the same. They're about the same. I also need to put LILI above LARS, I think. Maybe Victor up here as well. Everyone's so good in this game. The easiest character? I don't know. Law's pretty easy. I can't give you... I don't play... Feng Wei. No, Dragunov. Just play Dragunov, dude. Dragunov's really, really easy. Oh, actually, no, AZUCENA. Use AZUCENA. Oh shit, what did I put her there? Right. Delvagin, Psycho Crusher. I already talked about him. He does take risks. Common damage is high. He takes risks. Psycho Crusher's insane neutral control tool in heat because he's a 50-50 character, right? And also in heat, he has a safe mid homing launcher from Crouch Dash, which is slow, so you can fuzzy like the Hell Sweep and this launcher, but it's still really, really good. Crazy damage, especially in heat. Psycho Crusher is crazy. Really, Psycho Crusher that even puts him here. I do think that Yoshi is better than those guys, though. Yoshi, Flash is still really, really good. One of the best moves in the game. He has good combo damage now. He still has all of his tools from Tekken 7, but he's like, again, they've patched some of the holes in his game plan. The combos are not stable. Well, I don't know if his combos are stable, but I feel this is a character I don't know that much about. I gotta be honest, but he's got a lot of flash setups and he seems much safer than he did in Tekken 7 with his strings. Like CD1 it's not launch punishable in this game, is it? Unless I'm tripping. It still has good pushback. The fly stance he's got, the homing high, is very hard to duck punish because a lot of the time, by the time you duck punish it, he hasn't hit the ground yet. He's still floating. Are you talking about Delvagin? Delvagin's combos, I think, is pretty stable. I played a bit of Delvagin. His combos are alright. They're not crazy. They're not crazy unstable. They're not like this guy. This guy's combos are very unstable. But yeah, Yoshi's heat smash is very good. Yeah, he's solid. He's very solid in this game. Back 1-1s, back 2-2, sorry, is a heat engager. Super good. Got very good mix-ups, of course. Sword sweep is still really, really good. And the key point is he gets a lot more combo damage on a lot of his launchers. Swordless, down, full crouch, down forward 3. Still really, really good. Am I forgetting anything with Yoshi? Oh, and his new string with the sword, like the overhead sword thing. That's really, really good as well. I don't know whether actually I'd probably put Yoshi below these guys, to be honest. Because in heat, this guy and this guy get really good pressure. Yoshi charge attack is great. Oh, the overhead sword thing. Yeah, it's good. Right, let's talk about KAZUYA. KAZUYA is really solid in this game. He's strong. He's actually really strong. Not really strong. He's not like these guys, but he's strong. Electric's still really good. Hell Sweep's good into Oki. He still has all of his Oki tools, right? Still has Hell Sweep, forward, forward 4. Down back 4 is still really good at -12. Down 1+2 is now faster than in Tekken 7. It's like 22 frames. Is it 22? Or is it 21? Anyhow, it's -14, not launch punishable. And his counter hit launcher, of course. Low counter hit launcher. The high crushes, still really good. Down back 3 is a good low poke. Forward forward 3 is still good. But the main thing about KAZUYA is if you combo them to the wall and then do your heat burst bound, then do your wall combo, then they have to wake up into Oki. Either you do like down back 4 or you do forward 4, right? you could do a sequence, which I'm sure you've already heard from people like the main man. You can do like forward 4, electric, down back 1 2, heat dash, and that does a ton of chip damage. If you've already comboed them and then you do that sequence when they get up, it's like one mix-up away from death. Like, that's how you play Kazuya in this game. His wall pressure is really, really good. Not to mention, Heaven's Gate, yeah, now it's combo damage is nerfed like crazy, but he still can get guaranteed down back 1 2 heat dash in some circumstances to then get a bound on the wall and finish your wall combo. Yeah, Kazuya is solid in this game. It's not really a loop, Hasoon, because it's a heat dash, so you lose that. And Heaven's Gate, you can't do that without heat. But so yeah, I think Kazuya's solid, man. Obviously, you step everything to the left. But oh god, I didn't even talk about Devil Fist. Forward 2. Kazuya's one like pronounced weakness he's always had is you step him to the left or you side walk to the left, right? Beats basically all of his options apart from down forward 2, back 4, right? And obviously realigning with Weibu. Devil Fist makes it so that he has a neutral control tool, apart from electric, that tracks to his weak side. It's super, super good. And it's a heat engager and heat dash launcher. Devil Fist forward 2 is really good. And it's also got really, really good range as well. I use that so much when I play Kaz. When I play Kazuya, I use that so much. It's so good. Obviously, it wall splats as well. Yeah. So, like, the heat tools and forward 2 make Kazuya really, really good. I actually think that Kazuya might be better than Devil Jin. Without Psycho Crusher, Kazuya is better than Devil Jin. With Psycho Crusher, Devil Jin's better than Kazuya. I just don't think you can ignore Psycho Crusher. Right, Lily. Oh my god, we're already 46 minutes. Lily is she's just got solid tools. Sidestep, back 1 cancels. Back 1 cancels with Lily. She's got good lows. Back turns really, really good. She has minus 11 frame and minus 12 frame lows from back turn, which are really, really good. I like FENG style, thank you. Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, Lily's back turn's really, really good. Combo damage is really, really good. Her wall carry, sorry, is really, really good. Her wall combo is good into Oki. There's very good Oki with like the stance 3, whatever it is, like the backwards kick that she does. She's very fundamental based. Sidestep down forward 1s. The best sidestep in the game. Very good whiff punish with down forward 2. And also she can play really good keep out with forward 4, is it? That mid homing is safe. Yeah, she's super solid in this game. Yeah, she's really, really good, I think. She might be better than Yoshi, actually. Yoshi's just a lot of BS, man. I think Lily's better than Yoshi, actually. Victor. He also falls in the category of high safe power crush heat engages, which you can just do over and over again. YOSHI 2 is ridiculous. It tracks too much. Code Glass tracks too much. Plus on block, plus 5 counter hit launcher, which you step to the right, but it's difficult to do that a lot of the time because it's a forward advancing move. He has really good mix-up tools. You can step his stances to the left really reliably, but what he has in his favor is you just don't really know what's going on half the time, even if you've labbed him. I mean, that's kind of just comes under like skill issue and like knowledge checking, I guess. But his stance pressures If you don't react in time, his stance press is really good. Honestly, Lars is better than Victor. He's not that great, Victor, but he is... Actually, I'm going to put Victor here. His combo damage is very good, Victor. Very, very easy to play. Oh, Expel Sean is ridiculous, though. Expel Sean is really hard to step. Safe, obviously. Does tons of chip damage. Makes his heat dash combos really, really good. Yo, Dak, thanks for the... Dark, thanks for the follow, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, Victor's good. That Code Glass is really, really good. I think that just about puts him above Jack. Jack's solid. You can duck a lot of his stuff. He's got guard break, which is good. Down for 2 is still good. Still minus 14 though. Down like 1's good. His Gamma Howl is pretty decent. I don't know too much about him, but I think he's just pretty solid. Pretty solid. I actually think Paul's better than Jack, and I might say Bryan's better than Jack as well. Paul still has Death Fist. Very good punishment in this game. Has a good mix-up with like while standing 1-2, I think it is. Is it that? Is it while standing 1-2? Where you can do back sway and do, you know, the mix-up with the mid heat engager, or you can do the homing high. It's still got Court Circle back 4, which is really good. Yeah, Paul's solid. Death Fist, Whiff Punish. His combo damage is outrageous. He's also got a minus... His Heat Smash is a minus 12 sweep Heat Smash. It's minus 12, which is crazy, right? Yeah, Paul's good. Can't really step him. You have to respect him. He doesn't have fast moves, like fast pokes. He's more of a like one hit, counter hit, now you're comboed type of character. Core Circle forward 1 and down forward 2 is still a godlike flowchart. It's still really good. Down forward 1 into stance is really good. Like into backsway. Core Circle forward 3 is still a good low poke. Still counter hit for Demo Man. Demo Man's still good. Breaks the walls. Yeah, he's solid. Bryan. Bryan is basically the same as Tekken 7. Oh, and also Paul's got a really good guard break with his back 1 delay 2. I think it is. Back 1 hold 2 or back 2 hold 1 into like guaranteed shoulder, which is really good for the wall. Bryan still has his taunt. Still has hatchet, soccer kick, everything you really know about Bryan, he still has. But he has also Court Circle back 1, which is a plus on block counter hit launcher, which he can snipe you if you're sidestepping. It actually has pretty good tracking. Combo damage is outrageous. And in heat, he has a built-in parry with forward 1+2. His forward 2 now becomes like an enhanced forward 2, and if somebody's pressing, it parries the higher or a mid attack. If they're doing a mid or higher attack, it parries it and he wins that trade. Yeah, he's still really, really good. You can't really sidestep Bryan. His homing utility is so good. Yeah, he's still decent. He lacks a lot of Tekken 8 stuff though. Also, Court Circle forward 1+2 is wait, is it minus 10? Isn't Court Circle forward Court Circle forward 1+2 minus 10? And then forward 1+2 is like safe high power crush, right? I think that's the it's one or the other is minus 10, the other one's safe. I don't really play that much of Bryan, or play against Bryan, to be honest, which is a shame because he's such a cool character. Taunt's still really, really good, of course. I do think that Paul's... it's kind of mixed on which one's better out of these two. Jack, we just talked about Jack. HWOARANG. I think HWOARANG actually is probably better. than those guys. Still really, it's the same old HWOARANG basically. It just has some heat tools. Down 3-4 is still the same. Backlash is still the same. Down 4-4, you can't duck after the first hit actually hits you, but it's -13 now. He has this new homing mid approach tool that's plus on block and is a heat engager. That's really, really good. Still has insane frames with his flamingo stances. They did nerf his 1+2 counter hit launcher, forward 1+2. Now he just gets some guaranteed damage. He doesn't get like actual full launch. His combo damage is crazy. His wall carry is insane, and his combo damage at the wall is crazy. Also, after heat dash, he can carry on his combo at the wall. Yeah, HWOARANG's really, really good. I mean, he still lacks a lot of safety, right? Hell Sweep still launch punishable. Down 3-4s launch punishable. But I mean, he takes that trade because of the way that he's played, right? You can sidestep a lot of his approach tools. If he doesn't use the homing, you can sidestep the other tools. If he uses forward void 3, while running 3, or forward void 4, you can step them all. And the homing isn't that plus, right? It's only like +1 or +2, like the approach tool. I think. I don't actually know. Back 3 still good whiff punish. Down forward 2 still really good. But he lacks tracking, and a lot of his strings you can duck and launch. You have to be very careful about doing that though against this HWOARANG, because he has a lot of homing like mid checks after built into those extensions. But I do think that he's better than those guys because he plays Tekken 8 and chip damage is in his favor when he's in heat. Raven, I could have put him there. I don't really know anything about Raven, although his slide is BS. I didn't even talk about Lee's slide. Lee's slide can become safe at a distance, and so can his. It's crazy. I don't agree with that, but it's the way it is in Tekken 8. And it's kind of dumb, but yeah, their slides can become safe at a certain distance. Kuma and Panda need to be like right at the bottom. Maybe ZAFINA. Oh, I don't know actually. Steve. I just started playing Steve. Lots of highs. Lionheart is fake. You can power crush basically anything out of Lionheart except for a couple of transitions into Lionheart. Unless he does some crazy like duck cancel into block, you can just power crush him out of Lionheart with basically every transition apart from a couple. Up back 2 is pretty good apart from the fact that he goes into Lionheart and they can just power crush. He has solid punishment. His combo damage is very good and his wall carry is pretty decent. Back 1's still good, but the thing is with back 1, right, I noticed this. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys know this, but I feel like his back 1, you know, in Tekken 7 with Steve, you stand like quite far away from the opponent, like mid-range. If you do a back 1 with Steve and they do any move, it will like increase the hitbox range of the back 1, right? It'll almost like suck them in and they'll get counter hit. In this game, I feel like that's not even there. I feel like back 1 has less range and less, like, I guess you call it phantom range, right, for the counter hits. Because, you know, when you press a button in Tekken, your hitbox moves forward, right? If somebody's doing a move that's going to counter hit you and you press a button, your hitbox basically moves forward a lot of the time. Or it did anyway with his back 1. It felt like that anyway. That's what it felt like. I don't really know the specifics, but it feels like his back 1's actually not as strong as in Tekken 7. And not to mention, I didn't even talk about Lee's Lee's Magic 4, dude. Lee's Magic 4 supersedes his counter hit like archetype. Steve is supposed to be the counter hit guy, but Lee's Magic 4s kind of cancels out that kind of archetype, right? He's the only guy with a magic 4. He's got a 13 frame counter-hit launcher. So he's not really the counter-hit guy anymore. Although he's supposed to be like that, right? Because he has no neutral launchers. Like, also they nerfed his back 2. Now it guarantees Sonic Fang. But it doesn't launch anymore. He can't launch Rage Arts, obviously. He can't even back 2 a Rage Art. While standing punishment is the quickest is 18 frames. It's very difficult. His up forward 2 lacks range. And it's being minus 14 on block is crazy as well. Yeah, Steve is weaker than him, weaker than ASUKA. ASUKA's very linear. A lot of her tools are just, they always end in highs. That install that she has when she does like the while running 1+2, very easy to step. You don't really have to worry about ducking ASUKA until she's super up close and then she does down 1+2. That's when you duck her, and then she gets killed for it, right? Whenever she does it. She has some good tools. If you want to like risk the Oki and go for forward 2, if it gets blocked, you die. It's launch manageable. Back 3 is still really good. She's still got good counter hits. Like, is it forward 3 or down forward 3? That's still a counter hit launcher, right? I think. She has some good strings, but and the knee is really good. Down forward 4. Is it down forward 4? I'm pretty sure. That's still a good counter hit launcher. Down forward 2. She's good, but weak in this game compared to a lot of the other cast. Very linear as well. Kuma and Panda, basically everything that you do with these characters, like anything, is launch manageable. I could name about 20 moves of theirs that are launch manageable. When they actually launch you, they do monster damage. But they risk their life every time they press like anything. Down back 2 was minus 12 in Tekken 7. Now it's minus 15 or 16. That's like their key low poke, and it's launch manageable. The only safe low poke I think that they have is down back 3 at minus 12, which was minus 8 or 9 in Tekken 7. Has the same range. Yeah, these characters are trash, man. They're really, really bad. Heat Smash. Seems crazy with Kuma, but it's a special mid, so you can actually just duck block the electric. A lot of Kumas like to pair electric with swipe. Obviously, they can do their Heat Smash, right? But you can just take the chip damage until they lose their heat, and then you go. Then it's your turn. They have 1-1-1, which is a counter hit confirmable, 10 frame counter hit confirmable launcher. That's good. That's actually really, really good. Now, like everything's launch punchable with these guys. Do I need to say more? Like everything's just so risky. You're taking a risk. Yeah, their hurt boxes are bad, but if you learn their hurt boxes are really annoying to deal with. Yeah, like I get annoyed just as much as the next guy, but these guys are they gamble with their life 24/7, man. They really do. They really do. And I really don't like going. I find them really annoying to go against, but like, come on, they're just really, really bad. They're just really bad characters. They're really weak. LEROY, basically everything he does is like minus 13 or more. You can step a lot of his stuff as well. Actually, you can't really step LEROY because of his homing. To be honest, I've only played like 4 LEROYs in this game, but I have labbed a little bit of him, and everything just seems super unsafe. Like all the chain punches is unsafe if you finish a string. You don't have to finish a string, but he's just all round very Tekken 7, not updated to be like Tekken 8. While down forward 2, 1+2, is it? That's minus 18, I think. Chain punches are like minus 18 if you finish them. Yeah, he's pretty unsafe on basically everything. Down 3-4 is pretty good still, though. Yo, Jontar, what's up, dude? Down 3-4 is still really good. But he just doesn't have that much, to be honest. Kane is still good, and the low Kane is good. But yeah, and it's the same with ZAFINA, right? ZAFINA's like a lot of BS with the high crush, and like mids missing and some lows missing sometimes. But she just can't get going. Every time she tries something, it's punishable. Even if it's only like -10. She's just pretty weak. Pretty weak. You could just mid-check her a lot of the time. She just can't really get anything going. And her Azazel power-up is kind of useless. It uses health, right? But she doesn't really get that much out of it. Yeah, I think ZAFINA's pretty weak. I don't know if I think I call these guys. I have to call Kuma and Panda the worst characters in the game. LEROY still gets good damage with his combos. Maybe ZAFINA. I see people put these guys higher. I understand why you put them higher, right? Because their combo damage is insane. But if you just play relatively safe, they're never going to launch you, man. They're never going to launch you. The only time you have to worry about these guys really is whiffing anything and being up against the wall. Up against the wall and these guys are in heat, that's crazy. Yeah, actually, they are better. They are better than LEROY. They are better than LEROY. They better than Steve? No, I don't think they are. Also, the range on their punishment sucks as well. Apart from 15 frame punish is like some of the best in the game. The 10 frame punish is pretty bad. Yeah, they're just bad characters. LEROY, we've went over him, and ZAFINA. Yeah, ZAFINA's just pretty weak, man. She's just pretty weak. And then these characters, Claudio seems solid. This is the tier list right now. But if I were to put these characters anywhere, just on a guess, bear in mind, these are just guessing, so don't come at me in the comments about where I put these guys, because I don't, this is just a guess, right? I put Claudio here. Leo probably here. Eddie here. Shaheen here. And Raven probably, I don't know, about there. That will be my guess for those guys. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up the video. I know it went on for like an hour and 10 minutes, but there was a lot to talk about with these guys. I'm sure there's stuff that I missed out with some of these characters. Like I missed out Lee's Magic 4 stuff, which I might edit back in and just say, look, I forgot about Lee's Magic 4, that he has an 11 frame counter hit launcher, the only 11 frame counter hit launcher in the game, which is super important to mention. It's super, super good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm sure we'll disagree on some things, because there's 32 characters in the game, right? No one's going to agree on everything. But do keep it civil in the comment section, please. Healthy debates. Not, you know, going at each other's throats. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one.